Hi trainees, welcome to Draftsman Week 1. What will we learn this week? Safety, organization of the Industrial Training Institute, basic first aid, safety practice, fire extinguishers, categories of safety, general safety, personal safety, and machine safety. General safety. Keep the floor and gangways clean and clear. Move with care in the workshop. Do not run. Don't leave the machine which is in motion. Personal safety. Wear a one-piece overall or boiler suit. Keep the overall button fastened. Don't use ties or scarves. Switch off the machine immediately if something goes wrong. Do not adjust tool or the workpiece unless the power is off. This is machine safety. Let's discuss organization of the Industrial Training Institute. It is consist of principal or superintendent, training and placement officer, vice principal, which undergoes group instructor training officer, office superintendent, hostel superintendent cum physical training instructor, hostel clerk class 4 staff for hostel, store superintendent, storekeeper assistant, storekeeper attendant, medical officer compounder dresser, vocational instructor, assistant training officer consists of instructor for allied trade, drawing instructor, millwright instructor, mathematics instructor, AV instructor, and workshop attendant. Accountant, clerical staff, class 4 staff for the institute. Supporting staff. Safety signs, kinds of road signs.
There are so many road signs are available, and these signs are collectively divided into three categories. They are mandatory signs, cautionary signs, and informatory signs. First, mandatory signs. Mandatory signs tell traffic what it must do rather than must not do. Example, stop, give way, one way, no entry, limits, prohibited, no parking signs. Violation of mandatory sign can lead to penalties. For example, in no parking area, if we parked our vehicles, it is a finable action. Next one is cautionary signs. Cautionary or warning signs are especially for safe. These signs are meant to warn the driver about the hazards or situations lying ahead on the road. It says what are do's and don'ts for pedestrians, cyclists, bus passengers and motorists. Cautionary signs are triangle in shape with red borders. Examples of cautionary signboards are no horn boards near the hospital and school zone areas. Next one is information signs. Information signs are especially benefit to the passengers and two-wheelers. Informatory signs are meant to provide information about directions, destinations, distance, etc. to the driver. Information signs are normally blue in color. Example for information signs, usually we used to see some signboards in the side of the road stating that petrol bunk ahead in 500 meters from here, or to the hospital direction, or the direction of the destination where you want to go. Actually, this is most benefit for the first time traveler on the particular route. Traffic police hand signals. This hand signal is used to stop a vehicle approaching from behind, and this signal is used to stop a vehicle coming from front. This hand signal is for to stop vehicles approaching simultaneously from front and behind. And this is used to stop traffic approaching from left and wanting to turn right. And this signal is to stop traffic approaching from the right to allow traffic from left to right turn. This signal is used to allow traffic coming from the right and turning right by stopping traffic approaching from the left. And this signal is a warning signal closing all traffic. And this is beckoning on vehicles approaching from left. And this sign is for beckoning on vehicles approaching from right. And this beckoning on vehicles from front. Next one is traffic light signals. Traffic signal lights are systems that regulate the passage of vehicles and pedestrians, shows the status of stopping or moving to vehicles and pedestrians. Traffic signal is installed on standard pole or overhead signaling poles at intersections and crossings of road. In traffic light signal, generally there are three different colors to give signal, that are red, amber and green. The red means stop. Wait behind the stop line on the carriageway. Red and amber also means stop. Do not pass through or start until green glows. If green means you may go on if the way is clear. Take special care if you mean to turn left or right and give way to pedestrians who are crossing. And amber means stop at the stop line. If you want to cross, you may only go on if the amber appears after you have crossed the stop line or so close to it that to pull up may not be possible. Green arrow means that you may go in the direction shown by the arrow. If red means pedestrians do not cross. If both are in white, pedestrians cross now. If flashing red means stop at the stop line, and if the way is clear, proceed with caution. And flashing amber means proceed with caution.
The 5S concept. Sustain, maintain established procedures. Sort, clearly distinguish needed items from unneeded and eliminate the latter. Straighten, keep needed item in the correct place to allow for easy and immediate retrieval. Shine, keep the workplace neat and clean. Standardize, the method by which sort, straighten and shine are made habitual. What is first aid? First aid is defined as the immediate care and support given to an acutely injured or ill person, primarily to save life. Key points of first aid. Preserve life. If the patient was breathing, a first aider would normally then place them in the recovery position with the patient leaned over on their side, which also has the effect of clearing the tongue from the pharynx. Prevent further harm. Also sometimes called prevent the condition from worsening or danger of further injury. This covers both external factors such as moving a patient away from any cause of harm and applying first aid techniques. Promote recovery. First aid also involves trying to start the recovery process from the illness or injury, and in some cases might involve completing a treatment such as in the case of applying a plaster to a small wound. ABC of first aid. A stands for airway, B stands for breathing, C stands for circulation. Let's move on to week 1 assignment.